Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day today. I see you guys have met the newest member of the Star Wars Steven channel. Baby Yoda we got not too long ago. Just came in the mail, so I'm super excited to have him aboard. He's probably going to be in the background or something of some sort of videos. But yeah, thought you guys would enjoy that. Welcome back to another video. On this video we're going to be talking about Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Going to be doing a quick review on this. I know what you guys are probably saying, where's the Phantom Menace, things you didn't like about it? I have an update for the channel here. I kind of have two little updates. The first one, for that Phantom Menace, things I didn't like, I only had two problems pretty much with the movie overall. Number one, the CGI. Some of it, not all of it. Like I said, 90% of it was good, the 10% was not good at all. But it's a 20-year-old film, so I can't really bag on it too bad. The second one was the battle at the end with the Gungans and the droids. I wasn't the biggest fan of that. I think it was kind of silly, but I thought I can't really make a video on those just 2 points. So I'll let you know that those are pretty much the 2 points that I didn't really like about it. So going on forward, if I don't release a video on things I didn't like about it, it means there's not enough stuff for me personally to make a video on why I didn't like it, because it would be like a minute long. But yeah, those are the things that I didn't really like about it. Second thing is, this video is being pre-recorded and scheduled to upload. I will be away for about a couple days. Just we'll be visiting my family and everything like that. I won't be checking any social media. I won't be checking any comments or anything. So if I'm a little quiet, not posting on social media, that's the reason why. So I'm recording all these videos so that I can upload while I'm away. So it's not just ghosting for like a week or something like that. Alright, but enough of that. Let's get on to the review for Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. So this movie starts off with a real bang. At the beginning of the movie, we see, the Naboo ship, the one that Padme's usually on. We see it land. We see what looks like Padme's coming out, and then it just, boom, blows up and everything like that. Turns out the decoy, who was supposed to be Padme, died. And then, the whole story is pretty much around, there's this group of people looking to assassinate Padme. So, we get to see Anakin and Obi-Wan. They get chosen to be their protector, pretty much. And Anakin's grown up. He's a lot more Hayden Christian-y now, instead of the little boy we saw last time. Obi-Wan's also grown up too. He's got a big Jedi mullet. And then Anakin's telling Obi-Wan, "Oh, I haven't seen her in 10 years. I'm so excited to see her," and stuff like that. So, Obi-Wan's like, "Dude, just chill. We have a job to do. Focus on that." So Anakin and Obi-Wan protect Padme. They make another assassination attempt to kill Padme, and then Anakin and Obi-Wan track the person down. Obi-Wan finds a dart, and then this is where the story kind of splits into two different paths. So Obi-Wan, he's going to track the dart, where it came from, learned out who's trying to kill Padme and stuff like that, and then the Council decides that Padme needs to go to a safe area, like Naboo, her Helm planet. And who else better to guard her than Anakin Skywalker himself? So these are two really strong story little plots going on here. With Obi-Wan, of course, he goes to Kamino. That's where the dart is found. And then turns out there are these long neck fish things that are just telling him, we've been expecting you. Like, what took you so long? Master Sifo-Dyas came to us telling us, we have a clone army, 200,000 ready, 1 million more on their way. And Obi-Wan's like, okay, sure. And then he talks to the Council, and then, Sifo-Dyas was killed a long time ago. So the question is, who made this clone army? Who's been keeping up with this clone army? So then Obi-Wan pretty much tracks the bounty hunter. He finds him, Jango Fett, finds him on Kamino. They have a little tussle. Giant space battle, or not giant space battle. They have a little tussle, and then they go through a space chase, and then one of the coolest sounds, I don't care if I get copyrighted for this, but one of the coolest sounds in Star Wars, in my opinion, are the seismic charges. It goes like, boom. It's like really cool. I'll play the sound, I'll play all the clip and stuff. They track him down to Geonosis. Obi-Wan follows him. They get down to the planet. Obi-Wan sends a message to Anakin telling him to relay this to the council back on Coruscant. And then he pretty much gets captured. While this is happening, Anakin and Padme are back on Naboo. They're getting to know each other quite well. Anakin's been making some moves. He's been real creepy, making some creepy stares, some creepy touches, and some really creepy things. But he's Hayden Christensen, right? So of course Natalie Portman falls in love with him. Padme falls in love with him. And then they have this really good moment. I want to highlight this. In the field, when they're on the giant like buffalo bug thingies, and Anakin falls down, and you're like, oh, Anakin's been hurt. She runs up to him, and then he's like laughing, and then they all laugh and they roll around in the grass. It's one of my favorite moments in the film. But Anakin has these issues, so he's having dreams of his mother dying. He's been having these dreams, and then one night he just, gets up in the morning, starts meditating. Padme's like, something wrong? Like, you've been talking in your sleep and stuff like that. And he's like, it's my mother. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to go see her. And she's like, well, I'm coming with you. So they go to Tatooine. They see Watto. Turns out he sold her to somebody, and that person actually married Shmi. So Anakin goes to the farm. And then we see Luke's aunt and uncle there, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, we see the guy who married Shmi. He's missing a leg. He said, Tusken Raiders took her and everything like that. He said he would have gone, but he just can't ride. And Anakin's like, well, screw you. I'm going to go find my mother. And probably one of my top 5 favorite scenes in Star Wars ever is when Anakin and Padme are saying goodbye. And then you see their shadows, and then his like hair kind of in the shadow looks like Darth Vader. And then he zooms off in his speeder. Duel of Fates blasting in the background on his way to save his mother. So cool. When he gets to the Tusken Raider camp, he sneaks in, opens a hole in which one his mother's in, goes inside, and his mother's just a really emotional scene. She's just pretty much just hung up by her arms and stuff like that. Anakin frees her, and then she recognizes him. And it's a really good moment here. Something I'll highlight more in my things that I really liked about it, because there's so many moments in this movie that if I wanted to talk about them, it would make the review 40 minutes long. So, really great moment there. Anakin has his mother in his arms and she dies. Super emotional. And then you see him like tearing up, and then all of a sudden his face just goes like blank. And then he looks at the camera and there's just so much rage in him. And then he just comes out of the tent swinging his saber, taking out all the Tusken Raiders. And you hear Qui-Gon's voice. It's so powerful. You can hear Qui-Gon telling him, Anakin, no. And then the next scene, you see Yoda, and he's like, he could feel it. He could feel the hatred, all the power Anakin has, just unleashed like that. So Anakin brings his mother's body back to the little hut in the desert. They bury her at a real nice moment. And then another scene, which is so good. When Anakin's in the basement and he's just like fixing some stuff, Padme comes in. He's like, I didn't just kill the men, I killed the women and the children too. All that. It's so good. What an amazing job Hayden Christensen does as portraying Anakin. I really think he was the perfect one for the job. All the people that give him flack, not deserved at all. He's such a good actor and such a good job portraying Anakin. Then 3PO tells them they have a message from Obi-Wan. He transmits that to the council. And then they're like, okay, you keep Padme where you are. We'll go get Obi-Wan. And then Padme's like, you know what? I'm going to go get Obi-Wan. Let's go. So they go to Geonosis. They get captured. There's another really cool miniature here. They built the actual entire arena around it. And you see Obi-Wan, Padme, and Anakin all like chained up and stuff. And they release these beasts. It's like a game to them. Of course, they escape that. And then we see, Mace walking towards Count Dooku. And let's talk about Count Dooku real quick. We'll go on about it more. He's such a great character. Wow, was he good in this film? Just so mysterious, and he has such a good point on why he turned to the dark side. So you can really not empathize with him, but you understand why he did it. So you see Mace walking up to him, and he pulls out his lightsaber at Jango. And then they have a big fight. Turns out all the Jedi are there. It's this big droid Jedi fight. You know, hundreds of Jedi just bashing some clankers. And then it's too much for them. You know, they get surrounded. They see all their fallen Jedi on the ground. Count Dooku's like, look, you can surrender, lay down your weapons, or you can die. And, you know, as the Jedi do, they just raise their lightsabers ready to die. And then at the last second, in comes Yoda with all the clones from Kamino, the 200,000 that were ready. They just, boom, annihilate all the droids. And then you see Yoda come down, and then Count Dooku, of course, runs away. So Anakin and Obi-Wan chase after Count Dooku. They get to this part where there's pretty much like a 2v1. And then Anakin's just so hot-headed, he's like, no, I'll take him now. And then he runs after him. Count Dooku force lightnings him, throws him away. Then it's Count Dooku versus Obi-Wan. Count Dooku slices him up a bit, doesn't take any limbs, but he's just about to do the killing blow on Obi-Wan as Anakin comes back using 2 sabers, which is so cool. And then he slices the light as well, so it's pitch black and you just see the sabers. Something else I'll highlight in my other video. So it's Anakin versus Count Dooku, and he's holding his own until Count Dooku gets the edge, breaks the lightsaber, and then chops off Anakin's hand, pushes him back, and he's ready to kill both of them. But then Yoda comes in, and he just drops his cane. They have a little force battle, and then he just brings out his lightsaber. Yoda's flipping around, jumping around. Really cool to see Yoda in combat. But pretty much Yoda has to decide whether he wants to take Count Dooku down or save Anakin and Obi-Wan, because there was debris falling, so Yoda had to cause it from not falling with the Force as Count Dooku ran away. And then that's pretty much the film. Obviously, at the end, we see Count Dooku with Sidious. You know, they're talking a bit more. We see the plans of the Death Star. We see Anakin and Padme get married. A lot of people don't like the relationship between Anakin and Padme. I don't mind it, you know. I think in this film is a good start, and in Revenge of the Sith, it really nails how much he loves her. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful scene to end the movie with Anakin and Padme getting married with Across the Stars. One of my probably my top 3 favorite Star Wars songs. And then the movie ends. So this one is a lot more action-packed than the first one, but I struggle between which I like more, the first or the second one. I'm going to give this one a 7.5 out of 10 as well, because it does so many things right. I'm going to let you guys know I won't be doing things I didn't like about this one as well. Probably won't be doing a video on things I didn't like until the sequels. I'm sorry for you sequels fans, but I really think 1 to 6 is perfect, and I wouldn't change much. I'll tell you what the one thing I didn't really like about this movie was. The clones. They didn't build one single clone suit. And I understand, you know, having hundreds of thousands of clones. Yeah, of course, CGI that part. But when they're interacting with actual characters, build a suit for them. Like, it's not that hard. I think some of the clones look a little wonky in this movie, but literally that's like the only complaint I have about this movie. It's really, really good. I think Hayden does a great job. Obi-Wan does a great job. There's a little kind of rivalry, a little clash at the beginning between Obi-Wan and Anakin. Obi-Wan is really putting Anakin down, like, you're a Padawan. You're not as in tune with the Force as me, you know? You'll know you need to know your place. And then obviously if someone's gonna be telling you that in front of the girl you love, you're gonna try and, you know, show them off, show off, I'm the chosen one. Yeah, overall, I give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. Really good movie. Really good movie. I love it. I was in the Theories watch party, so if you guys can make those, they're every Thursday at like 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I think next week is, I already watched Revenge of the Sith and The New Hope. He already did number 5, so next one is Return of the Jedi. Alright, yeah, so that's it for this video. Make sure to watch the next one on, we go more in depth on why I loved certain parts of the movie. And then, like I said, there's not going to be a why I didn't like it, because I didn't not like it. Like, it was great. Alright, so from me and Baby Yoda, thank you so much for watching. Good luck to everyone on the giveaway, by the way. We're doing a lightsaber giveaway, so if you haven't seen that video, go like it, go see how you can enter. And then, yeah, I guess we will both see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you all, always.